Hi, I'm Megan. Welcome to my sewing space, and in this week's video I am going to do another crochet project. I have a ton of cotton yarn in my stash. Some of it I bought, some of it was given to me, but I have just a pile of it. It's time to start working my way through it, I think. I want to start working on a tank top. Here's my inspiration. The horizontal stripes with white between each color. I'm gonna go with the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Here are the colors that I chose. And this top has smaller straps. I'm gonna go with a thicker strap. I want like a square neckline. I think it'll be a little bit easier for what I have going on in my brain. I'm gonna need a front bodice piece that comes up over my chest with some room for my underarms, a back bodice piece that is high enough to cover my bra, and 2 straps. First thing I'm doing is taking a little piece of yarn and I'm measuring right around my bust. Half of this length is going to be the width of both my front piece and my back piece. Now we're gonna go in with the first color. I'm gonna use purple for my first color, and I'm just going to chain stitch to the same length as this yarn that I just measured, plus 2 extra chains. Then I'm going to double crochet in the 4th space from the hook. This little length of chain stitches here is going to count as 1 double crochet. So this would actually be my second double crochet in the row. Then I'm just going to double crochet all the way across and then stop at the last chain stitch because that is where I'm going to switch colors. Let me get over there and show you how to do that. Okay, to switch a yarn color, start like you are doing a double crochet. Yarn over, go through the space, yarn over, pull through. So 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and here's where we are going to switch colors. So grab your next color, mine is white, and place the yarn on the hook like so, tail end facing away, and then pull the new color through both loops, completing your double crochet and changing your color. And then you can pull down on the tail to help tighten everything up. And then you're going to chain 3 and turn. Cut away your first color, leaving a tail so you can weave that in later. Again, the chain 3 counts as your first double crochet. We're going to double crochet in the 2nd space from the hook and just double crochet all the way to the end of the row. And when I get to the end, I'm going to switch yarns again. So just like last time, switch your color. And then I'm just going to keep repeating that process, following the colors of the rainbow with a row of white between each color until I have my desired length. Okay, so I've reached the desired length for my back piece. I'm going to make a second one exactly the same size, exactly the same length, and it should line up with the middle of my bust when I'm done. Okay, so I have my 2 pieces. Now I'm going to crochet the part that completes my bust and goes up over my chest. But to do this, I need to make space for my underarms. So to make space for my underarms, I need to decrease on each end of each row. To decrease at the beginning of the row, chain 3 and turn your work. Yarn over and go into the 2nd space from the chain. Yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, and now we're going to insert into the next space. Yarn over, pull through. Now you have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And there you have a decrease at the beginning of the row. And then I'm going to continue to double crochet all the way to the last 2 stitches of the row. And once you get to the 2nd to last, repeat the process. So yarn over through the space, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert into that last space, yarn over, pull through, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. There's 3 loops on the hook. Now what you're gonna do is switch your color. So go in with the next color, just like before, and pull through all 3 loops. So now we have a decrease at the beginning and end of our row. So we're just gonna keep repeating that process until we get the desired length of our neckline or desired height of our neckline. I'm gonna go until I complete the rainbow again and hope that it will lay flat once I put this on later. Okay, so I have my back piece and I have my front piece. And now I have to sew them together at the side seams. Let me go do that quick. Right sides together, sew up the side seams. Here's what I got so far. Here are my thoughts. First and foremost, length, good. Back, good. It is not too tight, not too loose like that. However, if I pull it up so that the underarm part lays nice, it gaps right here. And if I bring it like this so it lays nice across my chest, it gaps right here. So I think what I need to do is remove some of these rows. So I'm just gonna start ripping out rows until I like how it looks. It's tomorrow now. A little disappointed that I had to rip it all the way back down to the green. I was kind of hoping to complete the rainbow all the way up, but it's not the end of the world, not a huge federal issue. We're gonna do the straps now. So I have just a couple stitch markers that I'm gonna put in so I know how far over to go so that this will cover my bra strap. So here I go. That looks good. This is gonna be a thick strap. And then I'll go over the same distance. Cool, cool, cool. We're gonna do a single crochet, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until it's long enough to reach the back. I am just gonna take a quick measurement with a measuring tape. Hang on. Just so I have some idea as to how far I need to go. About 16 inches is what I need for each strap. So starting at the stitch marker, slip stitch, chain 1, and then single crochet in each space all the way till the end. But I'm leaving a space at the very end here because I'm going to do a picot stitch edging later, and I don't want this area to get too bulky under my arm. Turn, then single crochet across to the end, turn, continue repeating rows of single crochet to your desired length. And then once you reach your desired length with right sides together, slip stitch the strap to the back bodice. All right, a quick try on here. The strap is a little too long and a little too far towards the side seams. So I'm gonna rip this back a little bit to make it shorter, then move it over a few stitches towards my spine and slip stitch it back together. Okay, that's so much better. Now I'm gonna do a picot stitch around all my edges. To do a picot stitch, slip stitch the yarn to your project. then single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, and then chain 3. Now we need to slip stitch into the top of the single crochet at the bottom of the chain 3, but we are going to slip stitch into the front loop only. So complete that slip stitch, and that's your picot stitch completed. So again, single crochet again, chain 3, slip stitch into the front loop of the single crochet beneath it. And then repeat all the way around, and then once you get back to where you started, you just slip stitch to join. Okay, all the picot edging is done. It's time to block. And I'm gonna be wet blocking this project, so I'm just soaking the top in cold water until all the fibers are wet, squeezing out as much excess water as I can, then rolling in a towel and pushing out as much water as I can. Then kind of pushing and pulling the top into the shape that I want it in and leaving it to dry. And here we are, final product. What do you guys think? Okay, so let's talk about this top. Do I love it? Yes, I do. I love the shape. I love how the colors look together. I think the straps turned out really well. I especially love the picot border that I put around it. I think it gives it a nice, cute finishing touch. And will I wear it all the time? I would love to, and I think I probably will, but there is one problem. I screwed up, and it's my bad. I take full responsibility of the screw up. When I went to block this top, all of the colors started running together. You can see it here, you know, especially the blue, the red, the orange. It just bled into the white. It says that right on the back of both brands of yarn that I used, both the sugar and cream and the peaches and cream have a little warning on the back that, you know, the colors may run and that you should wash them separately. So that's my bad. Just looking on the internet, I have a couple of options. Either I can soak this in vinegar, just regular white vinegar. I don't know if it's gonna keep the colors from bleeding more or if it's gonna fix the bleeding that already occurred. Gotta look into that a little more. I can put it through the washing machine, which I don't wanna do, with like a color catching thinger that you put in the washing machine with your clothes, and it's supposed to catch all the dye that's released. Or, and this is kind of what I'm leaning towards, I'm thinking about just putting this sucker back in the sink, but with warm water, and letting all the dye, you know, kind of bleed and mix together and dye the white, whatever mystery color the rainbow makes when you mix all the colors together, which I think is brown or gray, and just see what happens. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just full send. Is it gonna be great? Who knows? Maybe it'll be spectacular. I'm probably gonna do that. Hey, it's me, Future Megan. You can tell because I look different. It kind of worked, what I decided to do, which was soak this top in hot water, let it sit. You can see here I kind of squished it around and the water started to turn like an orangish red color. Then I wrung it out pretty good. Tossed it into the dryer with my fingers crossed and a couple hopes and prayers that I wouldn't ruin this top. And it turned out pretty good. The white might not be as bright as it was, but, you know, overall, it looks good. The white isn't stained by the red, the orange, the blue. Those were the big bad culprits. It kind of rinsed out of the white stripes. I will call it a success. So let me send you back with the past version of myself. If you want to see more videos like this one, please be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!